Well, how's it going, everybody?
What's
Dale
amazing?
Wolfhard. Welcome back to the Should Have Been a Cowboy podcast. We are now on episode 16.
16. Yep.
It's been a long time. I think we've done one this year so far, and we're in the
It's
third
been a
month.
while.
So we've got
Ooh,
some
add that
things
to
to
a
talk
topic
about.
music.
That's on there, yeah. So we have some
Good.
things to talk about. So I think we'll start with something that we somehow have neglected to mention. The Yee Yee winter launch. What did you get?
Well, wait a second.
What?
We haven't done something yet. Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to the Should Have Been a Cowboy podcast. My name is Ohio Man, joined with my co-host, Dale Wolfhard14. It has been a while indeed, and we have some... Yes, it has. We have lots of stuff, I believe. NASCAR, music, Yee Yee, all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Stay tuned, and let's get started.
Hey, you. Alright, so, Yee Yee winter launch. What'd you get?
Groove Life belt.
I am currently dying. There's a zombie. What is my inventory? Why do I not have... Oh yeah, I think that last thing we did here was kill me, I'm pretty sure. So,
That was a frequent. Yeah, I bought the Groove Life belt.
Were there any other things you were planning on buying, or was that pretty much it?
I want hats, but I'm saving money, and we'll talk why I'm saving money later.
Yes, that's also a topic, actually.
Good.
So,
yes.
initially I wanted to get the, what's called the Knuckle Busters t-shirt, since I had just become a fresh, blue-collar worker, which I will also mention later. But, I just didn't end up buying it. I could still buy it. I believe it's still up, but I just haven't done that yet for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. Probably because I'm trying to save money as well. So, that'll do it.
Yep.
Wow, that went horribly. Good start. We're off to a cracking start. This is the energy is so much lower than it was yesterday. By the way.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I was not listening.
That is literally the point. That is the point of this, is to listen.
What are we talking about?
What the fuck? We're talking about Yee Yee, dumbass.
Yee. That's what my mom calls it. She calls it Yee.
Yee.
Yeah, she calls it the frickin' Yee crap. Wait, what the fuck? Ah!
Much better. Anyway. Oh, shield. There you go. That's for not listening. Okay.
Welcome back to the Should Have Been a Cowboy podcast. We took a quick intermission there.
Murph's mom calls it yay yay.
Yay.
Apparently no adults know how to pronounce.
Yeah, so I only bought the Groove Life belt. I will say, I did not submit a review, but I will say this is one of the most amazing belts I've ever worn.
Really?
It's comfortable, and it's very easy to use.
Holy shit.
Oh!
Yeah.
Dude, you just missed what just happened. Holy crap, dude.
I definitely heard it.
That happened right in front of me, dude. There's skeleton horses now. What the hell?
Oh, that!
Shit.
Oh yeah, that's happened to me before.
Anyhow, what was I saying?
Something.
Oh, so yeah, there was a bunch of hats that I wanted. But unfortunately, I've expanded my hat horizons to far more than just Yee Yee. I'm looking at some Red Dirt hats and Red Dirt Hat Company, and also
Armadillo's good too. I think they make
Armadillo, American Feather, stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought about buying a couple hats lately. I found this
High Cotton. That was the other one. I think that's what Aqua has.
Sorry, it's a good Alabama song. So yeah, I don't know, but I thought about buying a hat too. I don't remember which one, but I know I was planning on buying a hat, but again, I didn't. I bought a. The only thing I bought actually was a mystery box, and I got a hat. I got like the basic gray Yee hat, and so I just gave that to
Yeah.
Murph because I didn't really have any use for it. Other than that, though, I didn't really buy anything else, but I still want to buy the Knucklebusters t-shirt, or long sleeve rather. I just have not done that yet because it costs money, and I'm trying to save up. So we both mentioned that we're trying to save up. What you
But
looking
why
at?
are we saving up?
Why are
So
we
I'm
saving up?
currently looking at buying a new AR-10.
I am similarly looking to buy an AR-15.
I was gonna buy an AR-15 due to the fact that it's cheaper. But
It can be.
due to my long-range capabilities and skills,
I wouldn't know.
I would like to take advantage of those skills, and I don't know why you're laughing.
What's the longest distance you've ever even shot and hit accurately?
100 yards. 100 yards. Iron sights.
Okay, that brings it up
now
a
you
bit.
stopped laughing. Yeah, you stopped laughing. That's right.
I left at 100 yards and then, iron sights. Okay, I guess that's a little bit better.
I learned on iron sights, bucko.
I have shot with like one optic ever. So, you know.
Sad. Your shooting life is not that cool.
No. But neither am I, so it's kind of fitting.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair statements all around.
But yeah, I'm trying to
But
buy...
yeah, so specifically looking at maybe a Palmetto State Armory.
PSA, okay.
Or
interesting.
I'm looking at either PSA or... Here's why. Okay, as much as I love SIG, I'm a big SIG guy.
They're
especially when
so
it comes to
fucking
their
expensive, though.
handguns. And I really like the SIG Cross. I would get it if it wasn't so damn expensive.
Yeah, definitely.
But here's the deal. The SIG Tread 716, I believe it's called, which is their AR-10, is just, the barrel is too short.
What is it?
I don't settle for 16 inches.
On an AR-10, that's definitely fair. I'd expect 18 to 20.
Yeah. If it was an AR-15, even on an AR-15, I don't go below 18.
Oh, see,
But I'm looking at
16 or 20, depending on the style I'm going for. I think 18 just looks wonky.
I'm looking at a 20. I want 20-inch barrel, and I want either in 6.5 or probably just 308
That's what I'd expect.
or something. Yeah, I would expect 308, but I mean, if I wanted to get real cool and stuff, maybe a 6.5. I don't know. If I can find something, I want to find something in 300 Win Mag, but I'll probably get that in a bolt gun. Because that's what
fair.
I believe Chris Kyle had, and that's like my favorite caliber and everything, so.
Okay, now I'm looking that up, because I don't recall ever hearing that.
I read American Sniper and watched the movie, so. One of the only books I've ever read, so I think I would know a thing or two, because I've seen a thing or two. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Anyhow.
Yeah, I'm also working on saving up. I'm trying to buy an AR-15. I've mentioned on many different occasions that I want to buy a Stag 15 Retro. You know, I like that M16
other
style.
brand. The other manufacturer I was looking at is Diamondback, also.
Oh,
and Radical. I think Radical is also cheap.
That is true.
Yeah, but that's budget. There's no quality. It's just budget.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't honestly know a whole lot about
I
it.
don't know. I looked at a few reviews. Wasn't too bad.
Well, it's not going to be too bad. It's just not going to be great. Especially for an AR-10. If you want marksmanship, you're going to... Oh, fuck. I'm making a grave mistake.
Anyhow. Yeah, so I'm looking at that. What are you doing?
I almost drowned and then immediately got almost blown up by a creeper.
We're doing podcast, not
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
I know, but like...
It's time for Podcrest.
Podcrest. Okay, so... He did use a Win Mag. A Remington 700/300 later type classified as a Mark 13 Mod 1 300 Win Mag sniper rifle with the McMillan. That's why I like the McMillan stock. I see. or a 300.
Yeah.
Oh, which was later replaced with a 300 win accuracy on National Arctic Warfare.
Yeah.
So,
But I
looks
like
like
the
he preferred
McMillan.
the Arctic Warfare,
He did, but I still like.
which is a very nice rifle, in all fairness.
It serves its purpose in the coolness of
Yes.
things.
I am.
Due to the fact that it's British, you know, I'm not.
So is the Lee Enfield, and
big
that
on
is my
that.
favorite bolt action rifle, so.
Yeah. Anyhow. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm saying.
You need to take the word anyhow out of your vocabulary. I think their podcasts would be a lot better if you did that.
Anyhow.
So, alright, so like I said, I'm trying to save up for, Stag 15 Retro, just because, I don't know, there's a very slim market for M16 style rifles for some reason. Oh, somebody came out with one for SHOT Show. I'm trying to remember who it was. I remember seeing it, and I was actually very excited, other than the fact that it's going to be incredibly expensive, but it was like a really good A1 clone. You recall anything from SHOT Show 2022?
No, I didn't go.
Neither did I, but I heard about things. Dumbass.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't really pay attention to that stuff.
Oh, it is Palmetto State Armory. Yeah. Palmetto State Armory M16A1 clone. Is it on their website yet? I think it's supposed to be here next year. But that's up there because it's an A1 clone.
Interesting.
That's actually pretty like accurate, and I love me an M16A1. So when that does release, that might be up there. My mom recently told me I should buy another shotgun. So I'll probably
Really?
yes.
Your mom told
Yes.
you? My mom's trying to convince me to save my money.
For
I don't know. Just anything.
anything other than things you want, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mom's
said I've
cooler.
been wanting to do this for 6 years, so.
I haven't even been in guns that long. Oh god. That's
Yeah.
cringe. See, it doesn't look like it's on their website yet, but once it is, it's pretty.
Speaking of their website, go ahead and look at the DB or whatever it is. It's 10s.
The diamond?
Go ahead and look at their AR-10s. No, not the Diamondbacks. I misspoke. Look on PSA 10s.
Oh, they already have. Wait, hold on. Palmetto State Armory has an A2, and it's $800. Okay, on second
really?
thought, I'm getting a Palmetto State Armory PA-15 20-inch nitride A2 rifle length, 5.56 NATO Classic AR-15 rifle in black. I don't know, but
Let me look it up.
Stag Arms has a deer on the side though, and they're made in Cheyenne, which is pretty cool.
Wow, I have a deer.
Deer are cool looking.
PSA.
I don't know what to tell you. Also, I've actually seen a Stag 15 Retro in a store. I've never seen a Palmetto State Armory 20-inch. So, to be
I think I
fair,
have to order that shit.
but it's pretty cool. I'm trying to look for one of your. I guess I should probably filter it.
What's it called?
The PSA PA-15 20-inch nitride A2 is probably the best way of putting it.
Shit.
I'll look for yours later. But I want to save up for either a Henry or a Marlin. I haven't quite decided yet. Probably just whatever I pick up in the store. A Remington 700. I'd like to get a surplus rifle, maybe a Lee Enfield if I can find one, a Mosin, something like that maybe.
Nitride.
Nitride.
M4 carbine?
No. PSA PA-15 20-inch nitride A2. If you just go on to complete AR-15 rifles, you'll find it.
2.
It's like the third row down. But That's generally what I'm looking for, something like that. Whatever form of that I can find that I can afford. Which if that's only $800, I can probably afford that by like next week. So that might be actually happening sooner than we think. I want to buy another shotgun though. I want to get like a. Ooh, does that So I've been looking at a Black Ace's tactical shotgun, specifically their lever action, the Pro L, and I'm curious as to whether or not that accepts 3-inch shells, because I have a thing of 3-inch birdshot lying around that I would really like to occupy. Oh, good, it does. 2 3/4 and 3-inch. I have a box of 3-inch shells that I was given for Christmas, but my Remington only accepts 2 3/4, whereas most modern shotguns obviously will take 2 3/4 and 3. So that one takes 3, which means I don't have to go and buy another. I don't have to go and buy 3 shotguns to do one thing. So that's nice,
Yeah.
I guess. I also want to get, like I said, I want some lever actions. And I'm thinking
Yeah, I can't find this thing, so,
Are you on
yeah.
Palmetto State Armory's website?
Yeah.
Alright, go to AR-15 Complete Guns.
Yeah, I looked.
So AR-15 Complete Guns, then
So it was third one down.
rifles, and then
Rifles.
third row for $829, right next to
Third row. I'm on my phone right now, so what is that? Oh, I see it. I mean, it looks
like an A2. That's all I care about.
I don't like that.
You don't like the A2s?
There's no Picatinny. Where do I put all my mounting? Where do I mount stuff?
Be a man. Use
Where's
nothing.
the modularity?
I don't want modularity. I want sexy.
You want to die.
I am never getting in a gunfight, sir. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
I don't know. I don't like this.
Because modularity is not something I really care about.
I'm down for old school, but when it comes to like this, like that, you can do better.
Such as?
Well, take this example. If you wanted M1 Garand, it's not like you can really get any better than an M1 Garand, right?
M14.
So you get an M1 Garand. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, what's the point of the M14?
When you get like an AR-15 kind of deal, you get the full Picatinny, so you can get the
usually it's
modularity.
block
You want
because
everything you
people
can
are
get
gay,
out of it.
but, you know.
Okay, you know what I mean.
Just saying.
Okay.
But like, no, I
What was I
prefer,
saying?
because I could buy, what I might do is actually just buy a quad Picatinny rail,
What the fuck?
because you can just buy a Picatinny rail for like $80 and just slap it on there. It's really easy.
Yeah, but it's gonna look whack as fuck, dude.
No, it's just gonna look like an M16A4. That's what the M16A4 is. They just put Picatinny on an on an A2, and then made the carry handle removable.
Whatever, deal.
Oh, that's gay.
Cool.
There's also,
Yeah.
but what I'm actually planning on doing is replacing
Nowhere
that
near
plastic
that.
furniture with wood furniture. Because, wood, and, Fallout New Vegas. So, that's my reasoning. So I'll probably do that. The wood sockets are like $400. So, but that'll come later. I don't need to get that immediately. But there are a lot of guns on my wish list. But for now, the AR-15
Yeah, I mean,
is the
I'm still gonna
primary.
want to get it. I'm still gonna want to get a Remington 700 and stuff.
Yeah, I will get one of those eventually too. That might be after probably after the lever action. Maybe after another shotgun. It's not really a priority because I don't really have any use for it. The AR-15 is priority because A, AR-15, and B, home defense.
What about
AR-15's,
hunting?
I don't really hunt. I've never gone hunting before, nor do I know anyone who does. So I don't
But
really
you
know how
live
to
in
go there.
Colorado.
Yeah, you would think
And
that
then
it
you
would
go
be
to West
easy.
Virginia.
Which they also, well, actually, one of my nephews hunt, but I'm not out there long enough or during season either. So,
You're just not American, are you?
you've never been hunting before. You've never bought a
Yeah,
gun.
but you don't plan to. At
I
least I
want
plan
to, I just don't know how. I don't have any ins.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I don't know where to go
Anyhow.
in order to do so.
Alright, well, that's that.
Stop doing that. Just let the conversation
the
flow.
topic is over.
Yeah, so then say something of substance.
Penis.
Great, alright.
Alright. Great
I can
transition.
definitely work
We're so
with
good
that.
at this whole podcast thing.
Sometimes we are, but for some reason, if I'm the only one with topics, it doesn't go well.
Yeah, it's not like I can just...
Oh yeah, in my State of the Channel address, I mentioned that I was going to finalize the current standings of the militia. So I want to...
I think we're disbanding the militia.
I'm not sure about that yet. What I definitely wanted to
The
call into
militia just
question
doesn't
was the
exist right
membership of Aqua and Tranquil.
Yeah, no, they don't exist.
Because, yeah, Aqua is never on Xbox.
And Shrinkle just
Tranquil,
doesn't get on.
I have literally talked to that man 3 times ever.
They both got PCs, and that's that.
So those two are pretty much out.
And that was all, folks.
Official on my channel description after the podcast. But
you're gonna have to remind him, folks. Go ahead and get in there in the comments.
please do. I need interaction. Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice.
Yeah, I don't know. I still want to keep the militia together. I mean, I think
it's pointless.
to an extent, yeah. But
I mean, at least the remaining members all have mullets.
technically, yes. Not well, no. Gavin doesn't have a mullet. I'm gonna convince him to though.
Damn it! I forgot about his ass. Fuck.
Which I should say he should still be there since A, he's definitely going to Texas if we do that, and B, he's on.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
He's on as often as
Neither is
he
Murph. It's
can
really
be.
just me and you, which is why.
Yeah, because we're the people who have the least amount of life. We have no lives. We have jobs, but we don't have lives.
Straight up
Murph
facts.
has better things to do with his time, and he is
Speaking of having jobs, Dale Wolfhard.
Okay, I was not done yet, so I will say that later, but I'm going to finish what I was saying first. So, Murph and Gavin are both on as often as they can be, which I think qualifies them at least. And actually, Gavin's been in like 5 videos already, and Murph's been in like 1 or 2. So I think they're frequent enough. But the militia just being you and I is pointless, so there's got to be at least somebody else there. And Aqua's given up, and Shrinkle's gone, so... I don't know why Shrinkle was ever in the militia, frankly, because he...
I don't know. He joined the party once, and I was like, "Hey, you want to join?"
Oh, okay.
And he even joined us on a podcast.
Yes, he did join the initiation, but nothing really came of it.
In fact, Gavin hasn't even...
Yeah, he has. He was on a podcast before Shrinkle was.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, episode 13.
Yeah.
That was my channel trigger
Anyhow.
for a while. So yeah, as Ohio was trying to roll into, I did in fact get a job recently.
You're old.
I started working at a local oil change chain called Grease Monkey. My specific store is franchised by a really cool Asian dude who wears cowboy boots to work. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, he's a cool guy. I really like him. But yeah, I'm enjoying the job a lot so
Really
far.
cool Asian guy.
I'm pretty sure I make more money than you do. I'm
Oh, you
certain
definitely
I do.
do.
And I don't even make that much
I
compared to
can
like Murph.
guarantee it,
Murph
and
makes
you've
like
never
24
even
bucks
told
an
me.
hour.
You know why? Because your minimum wage is already higher than what I'm making. So.
Yeah. And I don't even work minimum wage. I work
Yeah.
above. Not a whole lot above, but a little bit above. I work like 14.50 or something.
What's
Actually,
funny is I
let me
still
see.
work
I
above
can check.
minimum wage.
Where is it?
Mm.
I can check exactly how much I get paid per hour on an app that also tells me how much money I'm getting this week. I just got paid today too, which means I'm a little bit closer to.
I also just got paid today.
I'm a little bit closer to the AR-15. I don't know. I think I had like 500 bucks, and I have 700 bucks.
I'm a little bit away from the sun right now. Now again, I find myself
Let's see.
so
I
far
made
down,
192
away from the
bucks.
sun, shine through the darkest place.
15.
I'm so far down, away
0.35
from the
hours.
sun.
115.35 divided by. Nope, 192.45 divided by 1. 192. 40. Nope, hold on, that's
What are
not.
we talking about?
I'm calculating my total wage. Calculating my per
I
hour pay.
think you should calculate this cock.
Oops.
No comment.
God damn it, why isn't it working? Yeah, I make exactly $14 an hour.
Shit. I make 10 an hour plus tips.
That's not even
so
legal
like
in this state
maybe 11.
to make that a little. That's funny.
And I barely work any hours.
How many hours do you work? I only worked like 15. I used to work 20, but I
I
have
don't know, I didn't
credit
check.
recovery at school, and I have an extra day off that I don't want. So I can have like 5 less hours. Speaking of, I've got to go tomorrow all day, and I'm staying up. That's nice. Woo!
Yeah, buddy. America.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying the job. It's paying me well. In theory, I could go out and buy a gun right now. I could probably find something used. But I want an AR-15 for the sake of home defense. I also need to have enough to buy 223 as well, or 556, or either. But that's going to become kind of the primary home
So
defense
you're
gun.
buying it for home defense.
I'm
buying it because it's cool as fuck.
We'll see, I'm buying it for both. I'm buying it because it's cool as fuck, and because it works
Ain't
more.
nobody gonna rob my house in Ohio.
No, ain't nobody gonna rob my house here. I don't think there's ever been a home invasion in this like city.
You see that? That's such a lie.
I genuinely would not doubt that there hasn't been one at least in like the last 5 years.
'Cause now again I find myself so far down, away from the sun. Speaking of away from the sun, let's talk music. Any new music tastes, Dale Wolfhard?
Yeah, so I've noticed that you've taken quite a liking to some post-grunge and other forms of
Yes,
hard rock
I have.
as of late.
Music I haven't listened to in a long time. I think some people might know that I listened to a little bit of Daughtry, as I did back in, 2006,
Recently.
2007, when I was like a child.
2 and 3.
And
3 and
I
4.
had the song Home stuck on my head for, 12 years? 10 years, 12
That
years.
sounds about right.
Couldn't remember what the name of the song was. Didn't remember who sang it. So it would literally get stuck on my head at any random point throughout my entire childhood. I'm not even
It's
kidding.
kind of funny.
Like this song, like I knew the words. I could not think of the song. I didn't know all the words too. I only knew a certain part. I don't even remember which part I knew. And I kid you not, I literally
Relatable.
like, I'm not even kidding, at any point in time.
Okay.
Just
What?
What?
You're allowed to speak. Come on, spit it out.
I don't know. It was just really annoying, and I finally figured it out, and so I listen to Daughtry now,
Yes.
as I did a long time ago.
Daughtry, 3 Doors
And
Down.
3 Doors Down, I also heard. So Kryptonite is what kind of the song Kryptonite is really what started this playlist. And
Yeah.
It's a good song, and I heard it before when
song.
I was a kid. Yeah.
Post grunge was a big
And
element of
my dad actually likes that song too. So.
Everyone's dad does.
But yeah, I like songs like that. I like
That's
that
such a dad song.
that early 2000s high school movie kind of soundtrack. You know what I mean?
No.
Mm,
But I also don't really.
you didn't watch movies.
No.
Anyhow, yeah, I'm starting to get back into that kind of music. I'm taking a little bit of a break from country, but I still listen to country.
Yeah, I go
I'll
back
never
and
stop
forth
listening to country.
between country and rock on a daily basis. But post grunge was a big element of my childhood. I was raised on Nickelback and Shinedown.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of Nickelback too.
And those were just those were the big bands of my time. Nickelback, Shinedown, 3 Days Grace.
Nickelback I always knew though because look at this photograph, you know.
Yeah, that's fair. Photograph.
Every time
It's
I
not a great
see it,
song,
makes me
but
laugh.
it's a good song. You know what I mean? Like, it's a bad song, but it's good.
What the hell is on Joey's head?
What is on Joey's head? Did we ever figure that out?
What the fuck is on Joey's head, dude?
Yeah. The eternal question. What the fuck is on Joey's head?
That's bullshit, dude.
Why is there so much
that really
dirt?
is, like,
That's
that really
gay
is
as
the
hell.
question.
That is the eternal question.
Anyhow.
But,
yeah, I do say it a lot, don't I?
you do. And you say it when you run
That's
out of
like
things
me
to
doing
say
that.
instead of coming up
That's
with
like
something
me being
to
in
say.
that's me being in a NASCAR video saying here.
Oh, in literally every video saying right here, we're gonna do that here. You said it twice after you complained about saying it. Immediately after. It's actually kind of funny.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyhow.
I do.
Anyhow.
Stop! I'm gonna come through this fucking screen and I'm gonna beat your ass if you say it one more time.
Don't come through the screen.
I'm gonna
Good
come
lord.
through the screen. There's nothing you can do to stop me.
That might be expensive.
Yeah, because we don't exactly have that
Do you
technology
have
yet.
stain remover?
Of course I do. Got Stanley
You're gonna come
Steamer,
through the stain,
certified
huh?
cleaner.
Cleveland steamer. You gonna give your TV that Cleveland steamer?
Oh no!
Oh, nasty. Anyhow, we're gonna
scoot right on by
change
that
up
comment.
topics. Yeah, we're gonna squeeze right past you there, and we'll move on. Keep her moving.
I hate
Yeah.
you with every fiber of my being. How
I love
much gravel is
Charlie's.
there? Holy fuck nuts. What is happening? Why is there so much gravel, man? I just want an iron. Why is Minecraft playing like Chinese?
Focus, Dale. Daytona 500.
Yes. You watched it. What are your thoughts and opinions?
Well, I actually watched the Daytona, or well, no, here's the deal. I listened. Give me a second. I listened to the Xfinity. Where's the beef? Or wait, it was the beef. It's what's for dinner 300. Xfinity
It's
race.
not where's the beef.
Where Noah Gragson came in third, I believe. Fuck, how do I not remember who won? Damn it!
I don't remember one either, but it was Xfinity, so I
It
wasn't
wasn't
paying attention
Allmendinger, was
either.
it? No, it wasn't. It was it? Oh no, it was Austin Hill.
Oh yeah, Austin Hill. I
Luke
remember
Combs
that now.
impersonator.
Yes, Luke Combs impersonator. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, he won. I think came in second. I don't remember.
Probably AJ
Gregson came in
Allmendinger or something.
third. It sounds accurate. And then in Auto Club.
Yeah.
Auto Club Gregson finished second, but Daytona 500. Austin Cindric was the winner. That was
Yes.
a decent race. When Harrison Burton was in the lead, that was around the time I started watching. Like a few laps before, or I'd say like 10 laps before he gained the lead. I would say that's when I started watching. And I was like, holy shit, Harrison Burton could totally win this because he's a rookie and he's from the Xfinity series, just like Austin Cindric.
Just like most drivers.
Well, I guess he's not. Well, Austin Cindric isn't really a rookie.
Yeah, well, this is his rookie season. He has rookie stripes.
Well, yeah.
But he has
rookie,
raced
okay.
before. That wasn't his first start.
Yeah.
I wish it was, though, because that would have been a NASCAR record.
Yeah, it would have been.
It was the actual
Who,
fastest
Harrison
was
Burton?
2
Yeah.
races. Well, Austin Cindric, if he was actually, if that was his first Cup start.
Oh, yeah. But it wasn't. But anyhow,
But it wasn't anyway. When do you do that?
yeah, I was like actually pumped. I'm like, that'd be cool if Harrison Burton won. And then, a few laps later, you know. A few laps later, he kinda, you know,
The record
went on
around
a
the
wild
world.
ride there.
Why
Wasn't really
Ohio
a wreck.
exclusively?
It wasn't really a wreck.
I'm talking about Gregson
around the
here.
world. I was still talking about Harrison Burton. You know, Keselowski like made him do a flip, right?
That's awesome. No, I didn't know that actually.
Okay. Anyhow, yeah. And that leads me back to why I'm a little mad right now.
Oh yes, here we go. Now we're talking
Number
about
62, Beard Racing,
Beard Oil Racing.
Noah Gragson. Beard Oil Racing, alright. Noah Gragson is, what was that, his first Daytona 500?
First qualified
Finally made it
Daytona
in.
500. Yeah, he tried
First
twice
qualified
and it
Daytona 500. Didn't work. I'll have you know
didn't work.
that Gragson stayed in the front of the pack almost that entire race. Okay.
Okay.
And guess what happened?
Kyle Larson got loose.
Kyle Larson happened.
Tapped. Kevin
Kyle Larson
Harvick,
happened,
Kevin
ladies and
Harvick
gentlemen.
tapped,
And Kevin Harvick is to blame.
No, he's literally not even slightly. You're
Literally
only saying
not,
that
but I
because
don't
he's
care.
my favorite driver.
Exactly.
Why is there a sunflower
Here on the
in
Ohio
the
Man
furnace?
channel, we hold grudges.
Why is there a sunflower
Alright.
in the furnace? What is
We
happening?
held the grudges here on the Ohio Man channel, and right now we're holding a grudge against Kyle Larson, and not so much Kevin Harvick, but Kevin Harvick. Kyle Larson for being a reckless driver and wrecking my favorite. Well, he didn't
Most certainly
wreck
an
me.
accident.
Well, no, he kind of didn't. Oh, he's an ass. He went for my favorite Cup driver due to the fact that he was decent, and that was honestly kind of a bullshit reason.
Due to the fact that he literally dominated an entire season, you just went, you know what, Chevy, really good driver, I'll support him. That was your whole thought process.
Shouldn't have done that!
Nope, you made the wrong decision. And I told you you did, but you didn't listen.
Mm-hmm.
You just had to
Well,
wait
you
for him
didn't
to
say
fuck
he'd
up.
wreck Gragson.
No.
Because if you didn't know, Gragson is my favorite driver. Current driver.
Exclusively because he found that because he drives the number 9
He's actually a decent driver.
Bass Pro Shop. Yeah,
I like
him and
him.
all of
He's like
his
decent
0
driver.
championships.
Sexiest looking car in the whole damn fucking
In all of the Xfinity series,
franchise.
definitely, but not Cup.
The
There are better looking
franchise.
ones. If that car didn't have silver,
Nope.
it would be so much better. I don't like the silver.
What? I think the silver looks so good on it.
I think they could have
Dude,
done
what
it
if
better.
it's tan?
Like, have you ever seen Tony Stewart's old Bass Pro Shop cars? Those
What
were
if they
nice.
change the camo on it?
Well, they can't because it's true timber. That's like the whole thing, but you know.
I know. What if True Timber
Fucking fell off and was replaced by real tree.
used a different pattern that they use?
I think they should. Oh, I think they should replace it with multicam. I think it would be interesting.
Anyhow, yeah, I'm a little pissed off at Kyle Larson and Kevin Harvick there for taking out my favorite driver. But yeah.
I think that was a really cool race, though, mostly in the fact that Austin Cindric won, and I think that's
Well, yeah,
really
Austin
cool,
Cindric won, and I was glad he won. Yeah, that was
because
cool.
he's a rookie. He replaced um, a one-time Cup Series champion in the form of Brad Keselowski, who's now in the number 6 car, and one of my favorite drivers. Unfortunately, he's not driving the Miller Lite car, but, oh well. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how Austin Cindric's career evolves. I'm hoping he does really well. Um, After that win, he might be up there. He's not quite Ryan Blaney, mostly because he's kind of ugly, but
Damn, bro, you're gonna base this off of looks?
well, also
That's a
I
little
like Ryan
rough.
Blaney because he was on Penske first anyway.
Remember, Ohioan.
I started liking Ryan Blaney when he was driving the 21 car, actually, before he started driving the
Again,
12.
an Ohioan.
Yes, congrats, and Ohioan is my incumbent favorite driver. He just desperately needs a better scheme because those
Here in the
Menard
Ohio Man
schemes.
channel, we don't use big words like incumbent.
You'll hear that a lot with presidents. It means that they aren't like they were elected, but they're not like in office yet.
All right.
So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to see how Austin Cindric's career continues.
Yeah, that's gonna be an exciting one. I am actually
I'd
interested
really
to
like
see.
to
I mean,
see
he
him win the
didn't look like he
championship.
did too good on Auto Club. I don't remember seeing any highlights with him.
No, Kevin Harvick's also completely
And
fallen
guess
off the
who
radar.
won? Guess who won
It's
at Auto
Kyle
Club?
Larson.
Kyle Larson. What the freaking do?
Yeah.
Who won the Xfinity race? I know Gregson came in second. Good for him. It was. Shit.
Why?
Who was it?
Stop it.
It was.
Stop.
Who was it? I don't remember who it was.
I have no idea. I don't really pay attention. I'm not gonna lie.
It was. Oh, damn. I can't remember.
I'm getting my ass handed to me by these skeletons. Bugger.
NASCAR app. Where are you?
I have that. I have that.
Where are you?
Where
I'm
are
so
you?
sorry. Alright, stop showing me ads.
I'm also looking forward to
Alright.
see how Chase Briscoe's career
Standings.
progresses. I think that could be very interesting too. In that 14 car.
Xfinity did it wasn't Riley Herbst? No, I don't know.
I think it was. That sounds right.
No.
Okay, never mind. It's not that hard to check,
I know. I gotta look through.
Here, I'm gonna get it faster than you are because I'm just gonna open the NASCAR app.
I know. Why I'm on the NASCAR app right now. Oh, it was the 07. 07. Who's 07?
Cole Custer. Gregson got
Cole
second,
Custer.
actually. Brandon Brown got 11th.
I said that already.
Sheldon Creed got 32nd. Ouch.
Very odd. And then number 2.
Which is my favorite Xfinity car. I love that number too, since it was Busch Series. When what's his name used to drive it? Who used to drive the number 2? Kerry Earnhardt drove it. Kevin Harvick drove it. Dale Jr. No, he drove the 3 in the Busch Series. But yeah, I love that 2 car. There were the 2 Megadeth sponsored the 2 car once. It was fucking awesome. It's a thrash metal band to be.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's so cool if I knew who that was.
Yeah, they're kind of like Metallica, but like.
Anyhow, looking forward to the Las
cooler.
Vegas race for tomorrow.
Different. It's not a particularly standout race. Although Kevin Harvick's
Well, I
pretty
mean,
good at some of the early races in the series.
Gregson is a Vegas native, so maybe home field advantage? Question mark?
Has he ever won at Vegas?
I don't know.
Should probably check that because I don't think he has.
Yeah, I'm not gonna check that.
I didn't think so. But yeah, I mean, let's see here. Like I said, what do you think about the new Gen 7 cars? What are you thinking? Sequential gearbox, single lug. rounder design.
I don't like the 5 gears.
Okay.
I wish it was 14 gears.
I wish they drove Peterbilts. That should be a series below
14
the truck
gears.
series. It's the semi-series.
Back in
Where they just
miles.
fucking race Peterbilts. I think that'd be absolutely fucking wicked. But yeah, I actually haven't watched any racing yet, so I honestly don't really know what I think about those Gen 7 cars, but they look weird. They look more accurate to their road bearing counterparts because modern cars are
No,
very
they
round.
don't.
Yeah, they do.
They look round.
Yeah, modern
No,
cars are very
the
round.
road. Okay, Camaros do not look like that.
Yeah, not
Honestly,
that
the
far from it, to be
NASCARs
honest.
right now, these Gen 7 cars look more like a freaking Chevy Cruze, if anything. That's how round they are.
Gen 7 stock car. Let me get a better look at some of those Chevys.
I mean, they're pretty rounded off.
Yeah, which is the point, because that's what they look like. I'm sorry, but that's just what they look like. That's what cars look like now.
See, but I
Round.
like the Xfinity cars because they just look cool. The front nose just looks like bigger and wider.
Yes,
like,
because they based it off of the
cool looking.
COT, which was a literal brick.
Cut.
The car of tomorrow, used in 2008 through 2012,
Car of tomorrow.
with the big ass wing on it. Or more accurately, the ones in like 2010, 11, and 12 that had the.
Hey, yo, Impala.
Yeah, that was when they used the Impala.
That's right. I have like so many die casts of that Impala.
But I don't know. I think the 7th gen stock car is a better attempt at replicating a stock car, but it doesn't look like a stock car anymore. It reminds me oddly of Trans Am.
Interesting.
My biggest complaint about the 7th gen stock car is the fact that they don't have the number movement. I just think it looks less professional. I don't think it looks as it makes it kind of look like an amateur form of racing rather than, the fucking Cup series. But
I can see that, yeah.
But it's just a minor complaint. To be honest, it's not that bad. A lot of cars just don't really service it well because it's supposed to make more room for the sponsor, but there's some cars that just don't need that room, so they just look weird because there's a bunch of empty space where there should be a sponsor, but they didn't have room to put
There's
it
a
there.
bunch of wide open spaces.
So I don't know. I think, but that'll just take some getting used to. Once I get used to that, it won't really be a problem. So I'm not really going to complain about it too terribly much at the moment, but I will say I'm going to complain about it right now. Sequential, I don't really think that makes a whole lot of a difference. I think that will make a big difference when we start seeing a road course race, and they have to upshift and downshift a lot, but frankly, for those, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Ohio, actually, but with the previous style of transmission, you didn't actually have to use the clutch. So it wasn't.
But no, you do.
Yeah. No, you don't. You still don't. So sequential gearboxes.
So then why was that relevant?
Because I figured that was part of what you. I figured you understood that that's how a manual transmission works, is that you need a clutch, and that sequentials don't work like that.
I don't know how to drive stick.
I
know how
fairly
pedal
proficient.
shifters work.
Yeah, that's automatic. Those aren't actually manual gearboxes. But a sequential is basically like that.
Interesting.
So a sequential is basically just an automatic that you shift yourself. It's not a manual because there's no clutch. The car is not going to stall.
So sequential is paddle shifters.
Basically, but it's a regular shifter.
No, with a pedal. Yeah.
Well, actually, your car probably has this. There's a setting on most automatics where you can force it to shift. To upshift or downshift. On my car, if I pull it into drive and then I push it to the left a bit, I can then push up to upshift or down to downshift, so I basically can just turn my car into a sequential, but obviously it doesn't have a clutch, so it's not a manual. And it will shift for you if it's deciding that you are shifting too late. But you can get more out of your engine if you do that as well, or if you just feel like shifting it. Well, really the point of it is for going downhill. But anyway, um, in NASCAR though, the manual gearbox didn't actually require a shifter, or it didn't require a
Interesting.
clutch. They would just shift it.
Yeah.
They would just simply let off the gas, put it in gear, and then smack the gas down. During a lot of road course races, they would show the foot cameras, and you'd get to see their movements, but you would notice that they
Mhm.
shift incredibly fucking fast because they're not using the clutch. They're just letting off the gas, shifting, slamming back on the gas. But I think that sequential gearbox is going to make its presence known with some road courses. But to be honest, since they didn't have to use a clutch, I'm not sure if it's really going to make a difference, other than the fact that they're using 5 instead of 4 gears, which will probably increase the frequency of shifts, if I had to guess.
14 gears.
But I'm not. It's not going to like increase top speed or anything, so I'm not exactly sure why they made it a 5 speed, but it's not a big deal. And then the other change, they made one other change, but I don't actually remember what it was. Oh, the single lug. There we
You
go.
discussed the
Single
number
lug.
replacement. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, that affects pit stops a lot. It makes them
I
a
don't
little bit
like
wonky.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's also
I miss
not
the pit
accurate to
stops.
road bearing cars.
I miss up.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure why they did it, because most of what they did was to make it more like its road bearing counterpart. But street cars don't have one lug; they have 5.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the thought process on that was. I'm sure they've explained it, and I'm sure I heard it, and then I'm sure I forgot it real quick.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's not a huge deal. The implementation of those spoke rims instead of a steely is disappointing. As a big fan of steelies, but it really doesn't mean anything. It doesn't affect the racing at all. Probably makes the rim a bit lighter too, which is probably great for pit crews.
It affects my heart.
And it looks fine. It looks more accurate to a road bearing car, so
Yeah.
can't really complain. The Mustangs actually do look pretty good. Next gen Mustangs.
Mustangs look okay. The Toyotas still look like shit though.
But they do look more accurate,
But I
because the
guess that
Toyota's
was
the
to be
roundest one.
expected.
Toyota's a very round car. But to be honest, if you look at that second... Oh, actually... Yeah, here, let me send you this. Chat, you don't know what's happening right now, but I have a picture of a Chevrolet Camaro stock car next to a regular Camaro. And you can actually see that the difference is not nearly as staunch as James claims it to be. Because Camaros actually are somewhat mildly round, believe it or not. I do think that, like, when looking at these cars from the rear, it does just kind of look weird, because it doesn't look, because they're round instead of squared off like they always have been. But honestly, I think to an extent, I think it looks better.
I don't know. Does look pretty good.
Mm-hmm. But really, I don't really care what they do with the cars until they bring Dodge back, so... Until Dodge brings itself back, actually. Because I need a damn charger. Alright, just give me my charger back, please.
Dude, go to the store and buy it.
No, you took it from me in 2013. I haven't gotten it back.
I'm never giving it back.
I need it, though.
My phone's still dead.
Oh, can you not see that? Oh, no, that was a
What?
joke. Never mind. I'm retarded.
Yeah! Oh my god.
Just jumped
You
near
heard it
me.
here, folks.
I'm killing this donkey for existing. I broke a torch. So, alright. I do have more topics. Next topic. Where's my thing? So, Russia. What are your thoughts?
Ooh, yeah, this is not a good situation. So the deal is...
So for background, a few weeks ago, Russia decided to invade Ukraine. Now this isn't unprecedented.
Pretty much starting World War III.
Potentially.
Potentially.
They had already invaded Crimea in 2014, invaded and annexed. And this wasn't the first thing they'd done to Ukraine, so this isn't, like, unprecedented. This isn't new. The war, Russia's war with Ukraine has been going on for the better part of the last decade. But this is the first time that a first world country has directly invaded another first world country since World War II, which obviously is moderately concerning. There's a big issue with the fact that, Ukraine isn't a UN state, so Russia wanted it so it wouldn't become UN, because then there would be a lot of UN, there would be, basically it would be surrounded by UN with the exception of China. So that was kind of a big issue that Putin wanted to solve. So he decided to fuck with Ukraine. Ukraine has turned out to be one of the biggest badasses in the geopolitical world.
Oh yeah.
The president is on the front lines saying just the coolest shit. He also commented on a gun meme review. So
did he really?
yeah, you can check that on. I believe Brandon Herrera posted it. Well, no, it might have been a meme page posting about it, but I know I don't remember, but I'll send it to you later, if maybe. But yeah, I think obviously I think everybody in the right mind stands by Ukraine here. I don't really think nobody wants to see Russia return to its Soviet ways of having an Eastern Bloc. Which is
Yeah.
basically Putin's entire idea here, is just to turn Ukraine into another Russian puppet state and basically just recreate Soviet Russia, turn it back into a world power. So, don't really vibe with that, not gonna lie. but
That's totally not my vibe, bro.
but in terms of its effect on us, so far the biggest effects on the U.S. has been sanctions. We've sanctioned the absolute shit out of Russia.
It's gonna be gas prices.
Gas prices. The U.S.
Here's the deal.
Yeah,
Ukraine has oil. Okay.
Ukraine has a lot of oil. That's another part of the reason
And
that Russia wants it.
here's the reason I thought it was, and I thought this is the only reason. It turned out there was a bunch more, but this is why I thought they were doing it. It's because Kiev or whatever has like a shit ton of oil. I mean a shit ton. So much of a shit ton that half of the other world goes to Ukraine and gets their oil, right? So if Russia obtains all of this oil, okay, that means they can stop supplying it to everyone else, and then they have to go to the people we have to go to because someone shut down a pipeline.
Yeah. So
pretty much now everyone is going to be going to the same place. Demand is going to be high, which means prices will be even higher. And you see how they are now.
Gas has actually reached $5 in San Francisco.
I heard it was 7 somewhere in Los Angeles.
No, it's 5. That was the highest there's been.
That's still way too much.
That is way too much. Gas is supposed to be like $2.80. So Crimea, which Russia annexed in 2014, the international, not the around it, as a Russia now owns a portion of the water around it, in which there is a lot of oil. Russia is already the biggest exporter of oil throughout the entire European Union. They are pretty much the crutches that the entire European Union runs off of, so they really have the power to do whatever they want at the cost of oil. And the U.S. is becoming less dominant in that nature because of the fact that Alaska is kind of running low on oil, even with the Keystone Pipeline. It's, from what I hear, Alaska's it's pretty depleted. So there's not really a whole lot to do for us. So at this point, Russia's got most of the oil. However, if global warming continues, then we will have more oil. So that's nice.
Yay.
Because glaciers will move out of the way and expose oil potentially. So, but essentially, Russia has a monopoly on the world's oil supply, and especially Europe and Asia's uh, oil supply. So that becomes a pretty big issue once they start doing things that NATO doesn't agree with, because then they have the power over NATO to just say, look, do you want oil or not? Because if you want oil, you're going to let me do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
You know, which is a huge issue. So, I mean, we'll kind of see how that goes. I've heard Ukraine isn't honestly faring too well. I believe there have been a couple cities that have already fallen, which isn't horribly surprising, seeing as Ukraine has to arm their own has to literally arm
It's a
their own
pretty small
citizens in order to
country,
have enough
too.
troops, which is absolutely fantastic. Let's go
Which is
Ukraine
funny.
for arming its own citizens.
Yeah, which is funny because like people here are like, "Oh, good for them. They're giving them guns." It's like, well, that's the same. We have the
Well,
same
didn't
thing
you like?
here. But weren't you saying that guns are bad? Big
Yeah,
scary guns. So it's like,
makes no sense. I don't
yeah.
understand that. But that could create an interesting issue once if the war ends. If Ukraine remains a sovereign state and the war ends, Ukraine's probably going to want those arms back. So that could present an interesting thing. But I think the patriotism
Listen,
throughout
bud, if I
Ukraine is
lost an
enough to
arm,
really
I'd probably
prevent.
want to get like a prosthetic.
Anyway, uh, so, but that's not. I don't really think that that's going to be a huge issue. But really, the big issue. But Ukraine's level of patriotism is just absolutely fantastic. I love it, and I wholeheartedly support them in anything that they choose to do. And that's probably not a great thing to say, but you know, whatever. Because that could be also like saying, "Yeah, war crimes. Let's go, baby."
Yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for.
It's only a war crime if you lose, pal. Anyway,
That's
um,
facts.
but yeah, hopefully things go well. I honestly don't know if it's gonna escalate to a level of World War III, especially a level of American involvement.
Oh,
I
once the Americans are involved, that's when it ends.
I do not well, I do not think there will be a draft. I think we have
Oh
enough
no,
soldiers
we
as
have
to
way
where
too
that will
many.
be completely okay. I actually, conveniently enough, I just got sent a letter by the U.S.
I
Marines. Well,
actually
actually, I'm gonna
forgot
open that live right
I have
now.
to apply. That reminded me.
Apply to the Marines?
No, I have to sign up for the draft.
Let me check this. You have to do selective service so you don't get fucking arrested. You know?
Yeah.
Let's see what this is here. I have this thing from the Marines that I got. So, ready to fight for a better future. So you can get a dog tag, duffel bag, or T-shirt if you return this card. I can also give it to somebody else to do. And then they gave me this little booklet about the Marines, which is kind of cool. I don't know where they got this. I don't know why they sent this to me, but I don't really care, to be honest, because it's cool, I guess. Kind of harkens back to our first, This is not a real map. What is this map supposed to be? This is not a real map. Why is there a map here?
Anyhow.
Oh, it's like a progression. Okay. Yeah, I'm too much of a bitch for the Marines, so they don't want me anyway. There's no reason they should recruit me. They would just look at me and go, oh, well, maybe. And then they'd look at me, go to the fucking cafeteria and eat nothing because I don't like any of it. And then they'd be like, yeah, you're not cut out for this. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Why did you bring me here? But yeah, I don't think there will be a draft.
Yeah.
I do not see that happening unless we get into a just major scale boots on the ground combat that ends up depleting the majority of our resources. The majority of our resources as in people. But I don't expect a war like that to really do that, because I don't know. I just
Yeah,
don't.
neither do I.
But you can never truly rule anything out until it doesn't happen or it does happen, so you never know. Any further thoughts from you on that?
No, not really. I mean, Russia bad and Ukraine good, and there we go. We got that settled.
That's very fair. All right. So, on a not really similar note, the Canadian truckers.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of that whole movement. Canada,
Yeah.
for
Total
reference,
badasses.
Canadians, especially in
They
Alberta.
had fucking. They had, like, bouncy houses and shit. Like, that's so cool.
So Canadians, especially in Alberta, which is kind of the redneck area of Canada, um, so much so that the flag of Calgary has a cowboy hat in it.
You
Which
had
I
to
don't think
point
any
that out,
U.S.
didn't
state
you?
does. So get fucked. Anyway, um,
What do you mean get
a
fucked?
bunch
You just
of
told yourself to get fucked because you're dumbass.
anyway, yeah, a bunch of Canadians got fed up with COVID mandates and all that stuff, and just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm not bringing your shit over anymore. Um, so great stuff. I love to see some Canadian patriotism. I love to see
Obviously,
Canada
yes.
returning to my second favorite country. And good job, Bill. That's really all I can say. It's been a long enough as to
I
where I
like
kind of forgot a
Mexican
lot of the
culture.
semantics. I don't really at all,
I
which is
like
ironic because I live in Colorado and
I like the culture.
about 40% of the state is Mexican, but I just
40%
I
is
don't like the look.
Mexican, the other 60 is Canadian.
Yeah, there's 60s whiter than all fuck. There's like 2 black people in this state.
Yep.
Most of them are light skinned. Anyway, uh, it's just I just don't really care for like Mexican culture. I don't like the music. I don't like the
I love the music. Are you kidding? The
apparel.
music is what I love.
That's like one of my least favorite. I don't like the language. I took German over Spanish because I thought it
Oh, I hate
sounded
the
cooler, and I
language.
prefer.
Unless they're singing.
I don't. But I don't know. I just don't really. I don't find any interest in Spanish or Mexican culture other than Vicaro, but that's basically modern cowboy culture. So we get that. We appropriated that. It's ours now.
Yeah.
But yeah. Go Trickers.
Yeah.
I
Alright, what else do we
recently
have?
made some purchases. I've been to Bass Pro Shops a few times. I bought a pair of Wranglers that were like $64, but they're boot cut.
Okay. Why you say boot
I
cut like it's a bad thing?
no, I said but they're boot cut as an explanation as to why I spent $60 on a pair of jeans. Because Wranglers are known for being, 20 bucks.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a justification of sorts. But let's see here. I bought a few other things. Bought a hoodie for work. I bought but the most recent thing I bought that wasn't from Bass Pro Shops is a Confederate flag. And I'm announcing this on a public forum. Horrible idea, but I've already committed to that bit. So yeah, I bought one. It looks really cool, actually, because it's just a cool looking flag. Like, let's be completely honest here. It's a really nice flag. And also, I'm not a Yankee.
That's the loser's flag.
Well, the losers have a better flag. I'm just saying.
Losers can have a better flag all they want, but they're still losers.
Yep. And that's okay, because it's probably for the
What is
best.
it with you and accepting loss? I hate that. Good lord.
What is it with you and refusing to fucking lose?
Refuse to lose. Exactly. Did you not like play NASCAR Heat 5?
No, I really wish I didn't.
Refuse to lose.
So, I don't know. I bought that. I bought a sticker that I put on my fucking Subaru. So now my 2006 Subaru Outback has
Now your
a
Subaru's
Yee
all
sticker.
rednecked out, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah. All I need to do now is like lift it and put fucking mud tires on it and just make it the fucking
Brad
honky
Paisley would
mobile.
be proud.
He would be.
Get a little mud on the
You know he's from West Virginia?
tires, 'cause it's again. Oh, really?
Yes.
That's
That's
cool.
all I really had to say there. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep the Subaru. I'm buying a truck later, but I want to buy guns first
The
because those are quicker to
Subaru.
save up for. But it'll be around for a little
It's a
while, at least until I get my
Subaru.
Cherokee. But speaking of my Subaru, I recently fixed it. I had a misfire, and a really bad one at that. So I opened the hood with a friend of my sister's, and I saw it spark. I saw one of the spark plug wires spark off of another piece of engine equipment. I was like, it's not supposed to do that. So, we figured out what the problem
Interesting.
was. Replaced the spark plugs and spark plug wires, which is actually a pretty cheap fix, all things considered. It was only like 60 bucks. And a bag of M&Ms, and then fixed that shit right on up. So I have now actually done mechanic stuff, and I'm very proud of myself for it. Because that's something, like, Murph is a mechanic, and I'm not, but I like cars. But I'm kind of cringe
Yeah, it's a pretty good
because I don't know
movie.
how to fix them. It is a good movie. It was a very good movie. I watched that shit on repeat when I was like 7, like constantly. Just
I
constantly.
set that shit on everything.
I watched that shit on Stars TV, the Star, Stars with a Z.
Yeah, I know.
I watched it on that every day. I watched Cars 3 with my dad too. Like, 4 years ago, 3 years ago when it came out. Cars 3 was actually a pretty good movie. And I think we can all agree no one gives a shit about Cars 2, but Cars 3 was a pretty good movie.
Cars 3 was okay.
Yeah, I like Cars 3. So, yeah, I've actually fucking got my hands dirty with some grease for once. Not really, I was wearing gloves, actually. But I did not mean to do that. So, we'll see. But, now it doesn't have a misfire, and I'm really proud of myself because now my car isn't broken. Although my power steering is kind of fucky-wucky. So, I just created another problem in the process, but it hasn't made itself too evident yet, so I'm not exactly concerned about it yet. What's the, tell me about your driving experience. Do you have,
I
you have your
drove around
permit,
a
right?
parking lot. Yeah, I'm so cool.
So you have your permit, right?
Yep. Yeah, I
And
have
how
my
many times have
permit,
you driven so
and
far?
I've driven a total of 3 times. If you count the times I parked the cars across the street, then maybe 12. But, I don't know why you're giggling like a little bitch, because my car's faster than yours will ever want to be. So.
It's probably not, actually.
It definitely is.
0 to 60. Which year is yours? 2012?
2012 Impala LT.
I don't think that makes a difference, but I'll specify just in case. It's a V6. Okay, I have a fucking Boxer 4, but still, it's a V6. It's kind of funny. Okay, for the record, I'd rather have your car than mine. I like your car. I like the Impala. I like Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's not a V8. And I probably wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy an Impala. 2006 Subaru Outback 0 to 60.
I found the milk.
You found the milk?
It actually would have
Congrats.
been funny
Oh,
if I
God.
came back with a bucket of milk.
Yeah, where have you been?
Oh, dude, I explored the entire map.
Apparently, you just, like, left and I never saw you.
Yeah.
Alright, so, your car can... Where's the 0 to 60 price? Where is it? Or 0 to 60 price? What am I talking about? Okay. 6.4 seconds on the 2012 Chevrolet Impala.
Yeah, my user's manual said 5 point something seconds.
They lied.
5.4.
8.5. Ouch.
Wow.
I mean, it's a
Funny for a man
fucking
who's got a
4-cylinder
slow car.
Boxer. It's got less than 200 horsepower, and it isn't even American. It is all-wheel drive, though, so at least it's actually drivable in my state.
Yeah. Alright, do we have anything else?
I don't believe so. I'd like if you would come up with something, but I don't think you're allowed to do that legally.
Legally my brain isn't allowed to due to, restrictions on brain cell usage.
import sanctions
Wow,
on brain cells and thoughts.
Took a lot to say, if I'm being completely and entirely honest. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Should Have Been a Cowboy podcast. I should have been a cowboy, you know? I really should have.
Me too.
Yeah, we
Me
really
too.
should have. But that's a
We
topic
try.
for maybe another day. Thank you for watching this episode. Go check out Dale Wolfart's channel. Dale Wolfart. Alright.
You know how to say my name.
Go check out Dale Wolfart 14's channel. Go ahead and check out some more Ohio Man gaming content. Yeah, I've got nothing else for you. One last thing for you. We're gonna pull a Garanthem on this channel. Do you have any dad advice?
I do. New Balances are the best shoes
Thanks for watching.
Cutting the grass.
Always wear white.
That's what I was thinking.
Always wear white shoes when mowing the lawn. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good one.